Hi everyone. 1984, The Terminator. This was the first 18 certificate movie that I saw at the cinema. Absolutely loved it. I had the full-size poster that looked just like this on my wall on VHS. It was my most watched VHS tape, along with Jackie Chan's Police Story and Die Hard as well. But yeah, incredible movie. Now obviously, although we associate it very closely with James Cameron, I do just want to touch upon the cinematographer Adam Greenberg, who has just passed away at the age of 88 on October 30th. So whilst there's a number of cinematographers who have a distinct visual style, I wouldn't say that Adam Greenberg necessarily has that, but certainly what he demonstrated throughout his career was that he was a capable pair of hands, he was technically proficient, and he could work knowing the demands of big Hollywood productions. And so he worked with a number of great directors, actors, cast and crew on some big commercial hits. So I'll just run through what I have in my collection and let's just celebrate some of those. Now, Adam Greenberg was from Poland and he originally worked on Polish movies. The first film that I saw of his, I believe, which I don't have in my collection, but it's from 1975 and it's a heist movie with Robert Shaw and Richard Roundtree, and that was Diamonds. Then in 1980, for director Samuel Fuller and starring Lee Marvin, we have the war movie The Big Red One. In 1983, for director J. Lee Thompson and starring Charles Bronson, 10 to Midnight. And then of course 1984, working with James Cameron on The Terminator. Also in 1984, back with director J. Lee Thompson on the not very successful The Ambassador, starring Robert Mitchum. 1986, with echoes of Top Gun, he was working on this film Iron Eagle for director Sidney J. Furie, starring Jason Gedrick and Lou Gossett Jr. Also in 1986, Emilio Estevez had his directing debut in this movie, Wisdom, co-starring Demi Moore. In 1987, we had Lou Diamond Phillips starring as Richie Valens in La Bamba. 1987, he did excellent work for Catherine Bigelow on the classic modern vampire movie Near Dark. And then on a lighter note, directed by Leonard Nimoy, no less, this was Three Men and a Baby, big hit at the time, Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg, Ted Danson. 1988, the sci-fi movie Alien Nation, starring James Caan and Mandy Patinkin. And then a bit of slobber in 1989, working on Turner and Hooch, starring Tom Hanks, directed by Roger Spottiswoode. Then 1990, the movie that had everyone taking up pottery classes. This was Ghost, with Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. 1990, and it's back to those three men, but this time with a little lady, and this one's directed by Emile Ardolino. And then 1991, what is for many the best science fiction action movie of all time, Terminator 2: Judgment Day. Really excellent Laserdisc edition, this one. 1992, working with Emile Ardolino, the director of Three Men and a Little Lady again, and this one is Sister Act, starring Whoopi Goldberg. And then also in 1992, working with director Barry Levinson and starring Robin Williams, their other underappreciated Toys. (1993), the political comedy Dave, starring Kevin Kline and Sigourney Weaver, directed by Ivan Reitman. And then 1995, for director Jerry Zucker, this was First Night, with Richard Gere, Julia Ormond and Sean Connery. 1996, he got to work with Arnold again, and this time with Eraser, also starring Vanessa Williams. And then 1998, working with director Barry Levinson again, the director of Toys, but this time on science fiction, written by Michael Crichton. This was Sphere, starring Sharon Stone, Dustin Hoffman and Samuel L. Jackson. Also in 1998, working with director Brett Ratner on Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker in Rush Hour. And then 2002, working with Arnold again and director Andrew Davis, the director of The Fugitive. This was Collateral Damage. Now, the last commercial feature that he worked on was Snakes on a Plane in 2006. I don't have that one in my collection, but I kind of wish I did, because it just reminds me of my sister. Whenever she takes a flight, she always has a packet of these sour sweets that are shaped like snakes, and she always posts a picture saying Snakes on a Plane. But anyway, those are the commercial movies that Adam Greenberg worked on as a cinematographer. Pretty impressive selection of Hollywood movies there. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and comments there. Obviously, there are a couple of significant ones that he worked on, big Hollywood hits that I don't have. But yeah, those are the ones I do. So yeah, rest in peace to Adam Greenberg. Thank you for all the work on The Terminator and The Terminator 2. Obviously, those are such special movies to so many of us. Okay, thanks very much for watching this. All the best. Bye-bye.